Welcome to another episode of the Upfront Mind, Body, Soul podcast. And I am here tonight with one of our guests who have featured with us before, Miss Misty Cassidy of the Natural Skincare Chick line, I can say brand. How are you? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I'm doing well. I'm struggling with a little something here in the nose area, but it is okay. I am well. I'm on the mend.
That's good. That's good. We're in the new year, and I thought what perfect way because it's winter, supposing to be winter. We're having a lot of rain. We haven't had the snow yet, which is good for me. I'm not a snow person. Don't like riding in the snow, but hey, it is what it is. But I thought it would be bring you back on because skin care, the skin is the biggest major organ that we have in our body. And I thought it would be so nice to bring you back on because I know we have dry stuff going on and just wanted to feature for our audience on how to have proper skin care during the winter months. So it's very important because, again, as we said, the skin, which is the largest part of our body, and it's very important that we take care of that. So, Misty, what the first question that we have for tonight is, what would be some essential things to do for skincare in the winter?
Okay, so essential things to do for skin in the winter, interestingly enough, is to stay hydrated because the air, it will be pulling the moisture out of your skin. So staying hydrated is important. I've ramped up my water quite a bit just to make sure that when I'm going out and facing the air and the wind, I'm still hydrated on the inside to keep my skin moist, if that makes sense. Also looking for products that have more hydration in them, like your hyaluronic acids, your glycerin, to again help lock in some of that moisture. So definitely staying hydrated, making sure that you're cleansing. Making sure that you're cleansing is always important because the air can, strip the skin of its natural oil. So just making sure that you're hydrating and cleansing. Another thing I would add is exfoliation, making sure that you're getting that top layer of dead skin cells off of the skin is very important as well. And then one thing that I'm definitely doing is I had a humidifier and it went out on me, but today I'm going to get another humidifier, making sure that the air inside, that we have moisture on the inside in our bedrooms, to prevent the skin from drying out. So those are just some of my winter skincare hacks on a broader scale.
And I was thinking about that with a humidifier. Even with facials, we have a lot of people who doing a lot of things in their homes. And I actually was looking at something like the for your face for exfoliation and those little wear things, the things that you run up and down your face, different things like that to help. Now, would you say that those could be some things that we could use? Because a lot of people think, well, you got to have some licensing and this, but I mean, like to do stuff at home.
Absolutely. You can exfoliate at home, and the little rollers that you're talking about, they help with the lymphatic drainage. And those you can find right at Walmart. And it's absolutely, you definitely want to be doing whatever you can to help your skin along, especially when we're braving these crazy winds outside.
Yes, yes. So that leads to the next question. We talk about the procedures, we talk about exfoliation, we talk about moisturizing. So, definitely for the winter, because we know summertime is a totally different time frame, different temperature, but just that essential routine, like a daily routine, just because it's winter, that we should factor on to do daily to be followed for the winter. Now, is there some typical tips that you can give us tonight on just that daily thing of routine that you can just get in the habit of, look, from here until March 21st of spring, let's focus on this doing as a daily regimen for winter skincare?
Yeah, well, you want to be cleansing, just a mild cleanser. morning and night. You want to be toning again to make sure that you're hydrating. But moisturizing more than anything from now to March. You want to get a heavy moisturizer. Um, and something with an SPF base in it. I use shea butter. Again, that's not for everyone, but look into those butters that have the SPF in them. You see what I'm saying? They have a sunscreen built into them. You might use a mango butter. You might use a coconut oil. Just something that you can coat your face with, and not a lot, just enough to again coat your face before you brave the winds out there. Um,
Good, good.
Definitely using a night cream, and then doing your masks on the weekends, especially if you have a little bit more time. Do an avocado mask. Do a oatmeal mask. Just do one of those masks that again are going to help to hydrate that skin and protect it.
And we know that you have to follow, guys. You have to follow Misty here because Misty, I don't know if you remember from the last time, Misty has a art. I'm gonna say an art of creativity of her own special type of skincare products, which are natural based stuff that we can use daily. So we'll talk about that a little bit further into the show. But when you say oatmeal, I just saw something yesterday, since I got back, I've been seeing a lot of stuff where people just grinding it up, putting it with
Oh,
yogurt and
love it.
different things like that. So I said I was going to ask you about that. So is that a good kind of cleaner and exfoliating?
Yeah, absolutely. Oatmeal is an excellent exfoliant because again, it's going to scrub the dead skin cells off. So I like and oatmeal is a milder scrub. Some people use a sugar, and that sugar, believe it or not, is a harsher scrub, but a lot of people's skin can take it. Mine can. But oatmeal is a very mild scrub. So you get that oatmeal, combine some yogurt, like you said, put some almond oil in it, put your favorite essential oil for the face. I like frankincense because it is an anti-aging essential oil. Mix that all around and then just do a nice mild scrub. Oh, your face will love you for
See, look, people, you even getting a free.
it.
You got a free tip there because I said I was going to ask about that because I've been looking up some stuff and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, I never thought about yogurt. Now I've heard about the avocado, mayonnaise, and different things like that, but I never thought about mixing those two together.
Yeah. Oh, what a
Mm,
wonderful. I get
yeah.
excited about all this stuff.
And I was like, wow. I'm like, well, what do I go to the store for? What am I going to the
We
store?
don't even need to go to the store. They just have us convinced that we have to. You just go to your kitchen. That's all you got to do.
Speaking of that, that is so funny that you said that. Since being in Europe, I've learned different things about different cultures and different things like that. And when we talk about compared to the store, now this is just hunch, and I might be put off of air because of this, but
Oh,
looking at the products from here to there, we all know that things work together
yes,
for a reason, right?
yes.
So I'm sitting here looking at even down to the perfume products. All natural were the perfume products.
Wow.
Not a lot of alcohol, no alcohol based stuff, but it was just like the real things with alcohol. And I'm like, wow. Food. When I get a bag of chips and I only see three natural ingredients,
That is
three
amazing.
natural ingredients compared to when I get back home and I look at our chips, I'm like, wow. So again, one of the things I can say, that's what we need to band together against this. Maybe we need to stop going to the stores and, just picking up and different things like that. I said it. I'm sorry.
No,
But
don't be sorry. I totally agree.
I mean, we got to band together. I mean, this is for our health and stuff too, because think about it. Again, Food Drug Administration, that all works together. That
Yeah,
all works together. We are profiting by keeping people sicker. And I'm not saying don't take
absolutely.
your medicine or whatever else, but I'm just using Why is it that other countries can do this, but ours yet we haven't did a regulation on it?
Yeah.
That just blew me away. I was like, man, look at this
Ooh.
perfume. I'm like, wow, it didn't have that many ingredients, and it was all natural stuff, oils down to the oil, because it was like a lot of oil based type of perfumes, even making it. So I've just this has given me a whole new awakening of whole different things when we talk about what we putting on our body, and especially our skin.
Yeah, and do you know that people go and they spend hundreds of dollars at department stores getting very expensive creams and serums, and I'm looking like, why are we doing this? You would never get me to spend hundreds of dollars when I mean, again, I just go to my refrigerator or my cabinet, pull out some herbs, um, or order some butter, some shea butter from Africa.
Yeah, I was like, woo. I was like, woo. So I just don't know. I just don't know. But we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and then we're going to wrap up because, listen, it's all about the skincare, but we just want to say, time to tighten up with our skincare, because that isn't
Absolutely.
very important, because what we put in our skin is going within us. Because again, our skin is the hugest part of our body. All right, so we're going to take a quick break and we're going to be right back with my guest, Misty Cassidy of Natural Skincare. Welcome back to the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, where I'm your host, Michelle Bolden Hammond, and I am here with Misty Cassidy, aka Natural Skincare Chick, and we are here tonight talking about winter skincare, because we know it's winter time and there are some certain things that we need to do properly, especially with our skin. Again, the skin is the largest organ that we have on our body. It's our defense, right? It's
Absolutely.
our defense for different things that goes in. So it's very important that we take care of our skin. And Misty gave us again a remedy of something that we can do using within our home, for exfoliation. But I also want to talk about, Misty. Let's talk about some causes of some problems that people have during the winter with skincare. I know for one, my grandson has a lot, and he drinks a lot. So I know it's not about the hydration, but chapped lips.
Mm. Well, there's several factors that go into bad skin in the wintertime. You're going to talk about the dry air, that can, again, sap that moisture and take it from the skin. Believe it or not, hot showers, staying in the shower too long, again, can strip the skin of its natural oils. If you're over exfoliating, that's a no no, especially in the wintertime, again, because we need as much moisture as possible in our cells. Again, central heating, not having that humidifier there, so that's going to be a real big one. Not having a sunscreen on. I wear, again, I'm a shea butter person, but just find a butter that works for you. But I wear a shea butter, just a little bit every day to protect me from the sun, because again, we got that dry air now, and it'll strip us of those natural oils. And lack of hydration, especially in the wintertime, will make it worse.
Yeah, yeah. So, and also for the factor of eczema, because I have a grandchild who suffers with eczema. Now, wintertime, it's similar, not as bad,
Okay.
but for when that springtime start to act all over the face, the
Okay.
eyes,
Yeah.
different things like that. So for those who have eczema in the winter, what preventative things that they can use, especially in the winter, to force that or flare up?
Yeah, I would make an oatmeal soap. I would just make a melt and pour oatmeal soap and pour that oatmeal right in it. Oatmeal is excellent for eczema. And I would use that soap every time, face, body, you name it. I would just make sure that that oatmeal is hitting the skin. So that's one of the remedies that I would do. But then also just having a coconut, a moisturizer that is a really, really thick base. I would do a coconut oil. I would do a shea butter. I would do a mango oil. Anything with that thick, thick, thick base in it to again coat the skin, soothe it, and relieve it of some of the inflammation.
Yeah, and I do too. I think sometimes it could be some of the foods. Again, we back to that again. It's what we eat.
Most of it is the food, as within, so without.
So that's it. That's it. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
it is. It's a lot. It's a lot to take on. When
it
we were
is.
talking about our skin. Now, you gave some again. We talk about what we have in our home that we basically
Yeah.
use. Now, you said oatmeal. Now, are there any other homemade skin remedies that can be lost? Now, let me put this disclaimer out to the audience. Misty here is a professionally person who has classes. So we're not going to give you all of the stuff, but if you want to know more, if you want to know more, I'm going to tell you where you can go. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of information. We're not going to give you all of the information because again, business is business. But this is where you can go if you want to learn anything, if you want to have to be certified in doing your skincare line, this is the professional that you need to talk to. I will promote her. Yes, I will promote her because again, I have taken one of her courses, and I'm going to be taking more. But this is where you can go.
Awesome.
This is where you can go. So, and she has a lot of other things that's coming up. So, Misty, you want to share with the audience what's coming up?
Yep. So I started a networking group called We Startup Network, and We stands for Women Entrepreneurs. I started this group to help the woman who is wanting to start a business, whether it be a natural skincare line or I don't know, a logistics business, you name it, whatever the idea in your head is. I wanted to be able to serve in 2024, help that woman to get that idea from her head into reality. And so that was how We Startup Network was born. And I am here to serve. We will meet once a month via Zoom. You can go to www.westartupnetwork.com if you'd like to register. It's going to be very interactive. And again, we're just sharing tips on this is what I would have wanted to be a part of when I started in business many years ago. What to do next. Okay, I've gotten I've gotten registered with the state. What do I do now? Because just because you have an idea doesn't mean you know how to actually execute. And so We Startup Network is going to be here to be that support for you on what to do next with this business.
And can it'll be the second Thursdays.
Excuse me, it's the second Thursday of every month. You just go onto the website and you register, and you'll receive your Zoom link, and you'll get all kinds of amazing information. Again, it'll be interactive. I'm having different speakers every month. These are trained professionals on different subjects. This is all free. It's all here for you to help you get to the next level in 2024.
And that's where we're moving. We're moving into 20. We here. 2024 is here. So it's up to you. It's the first quarter.
Yeah.
I've said to everyone, with going in, you coming into the year in the new year. Now it's time to invest in yourself in this new year.
Yeah.
There's applicable resources out here. And it will behoove you to link up with people that are in the same mindset.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm not saying be funny about it, but link up where people, not just link up with people to get what you can get from people, but you link up with the person who can help you build, and you
Yeah.
both bring it back in community together. And that's what this is all about here at the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. That's why I bring on people, certain people. You know, I've seen people say, oh, well, I don't even really deal with anybody if they don't have 42 whatever thousand followers or whatever else. See, that's the difference here, because it only takes that one.
I love it.
It only takes that one
Yeah.
that you invest in. I seen it for myself, and I'm not all about the followers neither. I could care less about all of that stuff. All it is that with this meat that you get, that you can feed off of, is the better to build a community of authentic people. And that's what this is, what this
Absolutely.
show is all about. And I'm looking forward to work with you, collaborate with you again. I want you on quick and soon, back and quick in a hurry.
Awesome.
Brought you back on quick and soon in a hurry. And, this might be something too that, we can, talk about something for segment for the month or whatever else. I'm just trying to gear it out to get the message out, especially when it comes to the holistic type of thing.
Yeah.
That's where we need to be. That's where we were beforehand.
Yeah.
And I see so much lighter, and things are moving within this era of time and now, because we can't trust normal society, put it that way, of how things have been. You're getting you, but I'm telling you, I'm trying to find me some farmers, because I'm trying to learn how to do some food.
Let me know when you find them. Let me know. I'm telling you, my husband and I have a group home about 30 miles out. And we have a nice amount of land there. And I just got through telling him, and he grew up on a farm. I did not. I grew up in Chicago. But I asked him, because it's a lot of the part of the land that we're really not doing a lot with. I just asked him, I said, is it possible that I can just get a couple of rows? And he said, yeah, we can make that happen. I was like, oh my gosh. So now,
Yes, I mean,
I want
I'm
to get
just
somebody to help me do it, but it's just about starting there.
starting there. It's and again, it's, and you know what, I have asked last season coming into the new year. And it's so, that's why I say it's so much is confirmed. And this is, listen, audience, this is right now, you get ready to get a sense of confirmation right here. I have asked the audience and people who be watching and whoever catches this, I say every week, because I usually have a mantra that I do out every week when I leave out to the show. So I had requested, I said, look, I'm looking for some people to request. And I was like, why? Nobody really wanted to say their version or whatever else. But I have one person who participates. Again, it takes that one person to participate. Now, Misty, just what you said, I am going to tell you what this person mantra is, and I'm going to repeat it at the end of this show, because I believe now that's confirmation that this is going to help somebody. So this comes from Janice Palmer, who is in Nebraska, who has wrote in, which, and I said, ask the audience, if you want something, you want to hear your mantra, you want to hear, you can end off on the show with this. But I think this is a perfect opportunity, what you just said. So Janice Palmer from Nebraska wrote and said, blessings come in various sizes. The point is they all amount equally.
Wow. Wow, that's good. That's so good. Yeah.
Yes. Blessings come in various sizes. The point is they all amount equally.
Wow. I just love it. I love it.
So I want to say thank you, Janice Palmer from Nebraska, for tuning in, writing in for that. And again, audience, here's your opportunity to give you a shout out on the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. Tune in, send it in, and you will have your mantra spoken at the end of the show. But I thought that was a perfect opportunity
That's
when you just said what you
awesome.
said. So I was like, that was just so favorable. That one person wrote in, but look at the impact of that.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
that's just how we're moving forward. But I just want to say thank you, Misty. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
taking your time out for coming up. But I also want to show, because there's something that I have coming up that I think the audience might like to know about that I'm having. I usually have this yearly women's retreat, and I want to share the information about that that's coming up in March. And here it is. It is the 2024 Warm Your Heart, Warm Your Mind, and Warm Your Soul, the inner child experience here at the Waves Point Inn on the Bay. And we have some awesome speakers. We have Natasha Hellwing. She is the author and writer coach of Broken Hearts. We have Nigel Birch. This is going to be spectacular because this is the first time that I had a man come in for the women's retreat, but he's coming in, and this time we're opening it up to men as well, because we know men need healing too. I
Absolutely.
have Kat Daly, who is going to lead us out on Sunday, and she's the author of Mentally Bankrupt. And then I have Selena Robinson, who is the author, the coaches from the John Maxwell team. So we have a lot. It's a 3-day, 2-night accommodation, workshops, excursions. The price is $475 per person, but for 2 people, $675, and that's including some meals and different things. You can't beat it. So sign up today. We have a few spots left, and we have fun. It's on the waterfront. So I just want to say, come on in for warming your heart, warming your mind, and warming your soul. And we also are having sponsorships. So if anybody wants to sponsor anything, please send in the information, and we will greatly appreciate that. So, Misty, anything else would you like to share tonight before we leave out?
Yeah, a lot of the things that I talked about in terms of the skin and protecting the skin and taking care of it, you can take courses on Natural Skincare Chick. So just if you're interested in learning more about how to make in some of these amazing remedies, you can go to Natural Skincare Chick. I've got a body scrubs course. I have a body butters course, especially again when we need a heavy moisturizer, body butters course, toners course. You can also learn how to make balms and salves. So just head over to Natural Skincare Chick if you have any questions about anything we talked about tonight.
All righty, all righty. So again, we are get ready to close out from the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul show. But again, I just think it's a perfect ample time, and I want to say and like to say thank you to my person who viewed, Janice Palmer, who sent in her mantra for us to close out. Kudos to you. And you know what, Janice? I have your information, so I'm going to do something else. For those who send in, I will actually give them a something that I booked or something that you have. So that's something else to give out, because we're all about giving here as well. So Janice says, blessings come in various sizes. That means small, medium, large, petite, could be whatever. Haven't even pruned yet. But the point is they all amount equally. So I hope you guys take that. Have a blessed week. And we look forward to sharing with you next week on the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. Until next week, have a marvelous week in purpose, and go and start manifesting those dreams that you have for yourself. So have a blessed week, and we're tuning out. Good night.